What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical average American here today to react and learn about Canada's no name brand. I had gone my entire life up until recently never ever once seeing or hearing about no name brand. And it makes sense because apparently it is a Canada only brand. And I feel like that is a big shame. I feel like this would be so popular in America. The first time I ever saw this, I was just like, this is fantastic. This is so clever. And I just wanted to learn more about this. What kind of stuff is in the name brand? What kind of items you can actually get? How deep does the no name selection go? Maybe a bit about the history of how this started or how this was came up with. And then I have a little no name commercial I want to watch. Just some like, this is so fun and interesting, especially for like, at the end of the day, this is a marketing tactic, branding, but it's done in such a fun, different, interesting, entertaining way. I love it. Like, I actually love this brand. It's a shame we don't have it. No Name is a line of generic brand grocery and household products. So these are generic, like No Name. You don't go to No Name for like the highest quality, I'm guessing. Like, I mean, for crying out loud. Like, does this look like the best cheese or crackers you can get? Rice crackers? maybe, I don't know. But I feel like this is just good, generic food, basically. I mean, that's what it says here. Sold by Loblaw Companies, Canada's largest food retailer. Oh, so not No Name. No Name is owned by Loblaw, which is the largest food retailer in Canada. I didn't know that. No Name products are available in stores across Canada. So this is like quite popular in Canada. It's sold across the entire country. That's something else I didn't know. I don't know how often you run into this. Like, this is, I hope it's everywhere, basically. I hope it's everywhere. Oh, they launched in 1978. Not that long of a history, is it? Gosh, 25 years? Wait, no, 55 years. Okay. Or something like that. What is it, 22 plus 23? Yeah, 50 years, 55 years, 45 years, 45 years. Loblaw launched No Name with 16 generic unbranded items. The black and yellow packaging. This packaging is chef's kiss. Perfect. Like the whole idea. Whoever came up with this, like, is there a guy who, like the guy, the no name guy who like thought of this? And did everybody say that's the dumbest thing I ever heard? I guess not, because they actually launched 16 products at the beginning. But you have to think, when they first started this no name brand, they had to think in their back of their mind, like, is anyone gonna actually care about this or like this? Like, we're intentionally making it look as generic and boring as possible. But that's why everyone loves it. That's why I love it. So I have this little video here. How Canada's most bizarre brand got started. No Name. It definitely is bizarre in the best way possible.
Quick quiz. What is Canada's most iconic national brand? If you said Tim Hortons, then you're wrong.
Oh no! I would have said Tim Hortons, but I'm wrong. That's not the most iconic brand. I'm actually gonna protest that a little bit. I wager Tim Hortons is more well known in Canada than No Name. Like, it's Tim Hortons. Am I completely off the mark here?
Polls have shown that Canadians prefer McDonald's and Starbucks coffee, and
Oh.
Tim's is now owned by a Brazilian investing firm.
That I don't know what that noise was, but that is my protest to this. It's like, yeah, of course McDonald's, Starbucks are gonna be bigger, just because they have this huge worldwide appeal. But and maybe they're more beloved in Canada too. But I'm just saying Tim Hortons is probably more popular or well known than No Name in Canada. I guess I don't know for sure. Just feels that way.
No, the greatest Canadian brand is No Name, the
Oh.
generic grocery and household item line by Loblaw, which has been saving Canadians money for over 40 years.
Oh, so No Name is like a really good price. That's a big part of it? Like a really great price? Like, okay, that makes sense. Even the name, No Name, the brand, the logo is perfect. The font, I'm just appreciating.
If you're a fellow No Name enthusiast, then you might be wondering how No Name got started.
Yes.
Welcome to the History of No Name by me,
Okay.
Professor Goose. And stick around till the end to see me rank my top 10 favorite No Name products.
Oh, okay.
And no, No Name isn't sponsoring this video, although clearly they should, as I'm such a well-known influencer with a massive audience.
This is by Professor Goose? Yeah, I'm gonna give this a like. This video is by Professor Goose. I like it already.
No Name's iconic black and white branding was created by the legendary Canadian graphic designer Don Watt.
Oh, here we go. There is a guy, Don Watt. Like there is, I was saying like, who's the dude who came up with this? There is a dude. It's this guy, this Canadian, who's what, known for marketing, graphic design. Anyway, he came up with the yellow.
Black and white branding was created by the legendary Canadian graphic designer Don Watt.
Wow.
He pioneered the idea of store branding, and his other clients included Walmart and Home Depot.
Oh, there you go. So he was like, he's already like known in the industry. Man, I didn't know there was like some kind of savant at like grocery store branding.
No Name first launched on March 21st, 1978, the same year that Loblaw launched the first No Frills grocery store.
No Frills. I've never heard of that. That must be a Canadian grocery store too.
When it first launched, Loblaw president Dave Nickel didn't seem too certain that it would be successful.
Right.
There were only 16 products available, and Nickel
Right.
made no guarantee that it would be continued after its initial launch.
There, I assumed that. Like, who knew this was gonna actually work?
But when over 1 million products were sold after only 2.5 weeks and suppliers were struggling to keep up with demand, No Name was
Wow.
declared a runaway success. Just 1 year
Wow.
later, Loblaw had expanded the No Name line to over 100 products, and by the mid-1980s, No Name was the best-selling brand in Canada.
What? I didn't know that. Maybe this is as well known or more popular than Tim Hortons. Oh my gosh. Over 100 products? I would have thought there's like 30 or something. 100 no-name products, probably more by now. So, I mean, it also makes sense in a way how this was an immediate success. It's such a fun, people just like fun, different stuff. Branding, in particular. You go to the grocery store, you see this thing that's like not, the whole shtick is that the no-name is not trying so hard. It's not trying at all, actually, which is the beauty of it.
But what was the reason for No Name's success?
Right.
Well, it launched at a time of rising inflation when consumers were complaining about the high cost of groceries.
Oh.
No Name kept prices low by using generic instead of custom packaging and by
It's maybe I'm off the mark. People like the branding, but what people like even more is the low price.
negotiating lower priced bulk orders from suppliers.
Wow.
In the 80s and 90s, No Name started to deviate from their classic black and yellow branding by adding new fonts, red lettering, and pictures.
Oh, interesting. Do people like the I don't know how I feel about this. This text is a little fancier. I don't know. I think I like the original.
At this time, Loblaw's President's Choice brand was increasing in popularity, so No Name was put on the back burner.
Huh.
But in 2000,
President's Choice is another Canadian brand or something? A competitor? Or they're both owned by Loblaw, so they win either way.
2009, the Great Recession was in full swing, and consumers were looking for savings once again, so
Oh.
Loblaw relaunched the No
Oh.
Name brand, returning to the yellow branding with black Helvetica text.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Interesting. It had kind of a lull for a while. And then whenever the economy goes down, people want the no-name.
Today, there are over 2,900 different No Name products available across Canada.
What?
Alright, that's enough history.
2,900 no-name products. So they have everything you can imagine and Probably some things I can't imagine.
It's time to move on to my top 10 favorite no-name products.
Okay.
Starting off at number 10, we've got dishwasher detergent.
Perfect packaging. Perfect. Lemon scent dishwasher detergent. They don't even capitalize anything, which I like.
I am of the belief that you do not need to be spending lots of money on fancy dishwasher bricks. Something
Right.
cheap and simple will do the trick, and no-name dishwasher detergent is the cheapest stuff that I've been able to find.
Lemon.
At number 9, we've got milk chocolate. This chocolate bar is actually a little bit more expensive than the cheap stuff you can get at the dollar store.
For some reason, I never even thought about how they sell, like, candy. Milk chocolate. This packaging's a little more fun. Maybe borderline too much for no name. I don't know how I feel about this. There's some color.
But I was honestly surprised at how high quality this chocolate is. This is seriously tasty and is still cheaper than most chocolate bars you can get at a grocery store, so that's why I rank it as number
Wow.
9.
I was gonna say, like, what does this taste like? What does no name stuff taste like? Like, the packaging is begging you to think it's terrible, but it's not, or else people wouldn't like this. It's just good quality for the price, from what I can gather.
Next up at number 8, we've got various spices. Spices can get pretty expensive.
Oh.
That's probably why the European powers invaded half of the world searching for them. If
Oh.
only they had had access to affordable spices with no name.
Huh.
Number 9
They don't even, do they sell them in like canisters, containers, like cylinders? Or save money by putting them in bags?
is mac and cheese. It's the classic cheap meal that everyone loves. The no-name stuff is cheaper than the classic KD. I've seen it as cheap as 67 cents a box, and I find it tastes just as good.
What does the simple mean? Like it has simple and a check mark. Does that mean something like a, do they do that for all the no-name food?
My number 6 choice is the 250 milliliter tub of 14% sour cream. I like sour cream and I like saving money. What more do I have to say?
Big old
Coming in-
big old tub of sour cream. Why not?
At number 5 are naturally imperfect bell peppers. I eat a lot of bell peppers, so of
Oh.
course I want to save money when I buy them.
Oh, naturally imperfect. Oh, they purposefully bag like sort of quote unquote defected, not aesthetically perfect peppers. So they're cheaper that way too. And I didn't even know they did fresh food like this. Interesting.
And these peppers taste exactly the same as regular peppers.
Yeah.
And honestly, I get a kick out of their funny shapes.
Yeah, exactly.
At number 4, we have urban garlic cream cheese. This stuff is quite a bit better value than the leading brand, Philadelphia. And I love some urban garlic cream cheese on a toasted bagel in the morning.
I feel like Americans would go nuts for this stuff. Like Americans would get such a kick out of the packaging. And if the product is at all good, end of story. I am shocked this is not in America.
Earning this product the number 4 spot. We're into the top 3 now. Frozen
Okay.
pierogies are honestly such a quick and easy meal to make when you're tired after a day of work and don't feel
Oh.
like cooking something fancy.
Okay.
These guys are cheaper than the competition, coming in at only $2 a bag, and I honestly prefer their flavor.
$2 for the bag. That's a very good price.
Earning the silver medal is the club-sized artificial vanilla flavor. If you're someone who
What?
enjoys baking like me, then you'll know just how expensive even artificial vanilla flavor can be for just a tiny little bottle.
This is incredibly random to me. I like it. I didn't know they did stuff in big old bottles. Vanilla extract.
Coming in at just over $8 for an entire liter of artificial vanilla, this is
Okay.
such a good deal, there's no way I couldn't rank it highly on this list.
Okay.
So, which product do I give the number 1 honor to? This one might surprise you, but I
Oh.
consider Everything Bagels to be the number 1 no-name product.
Everything bagels. Everything bagels. Americans would definitely like this.
As I alluded to earlier, I love me a toasted everything bagel with urban garlic cream cheese in the morning.
Yeah, I feel like every American everything bagels have like 10 times as much stuff jammed on top of it. So maybe with the no-name everything bagels, we could actually taste the bagel a bit instead of all the stuff on it.
I usually eat at least one of these bad boys a day. Given that it only
Ah.
costs $1.67 for 6 bagels, and that I think they're way better tasting than most other discount bagel brands, I'd say they
$1.67 for 6? Is that true? That's unbelievable.
Bagels and the Bad Boys a day. Given that it only costs $1.67 for 6 bagels,
$1.67 for 6 bagels? I almost don't believe it. That's unbelievable. Like, actually, I don't believe it. I just be in here buying 200 bagels at a time.
and that I think they're way better tasting than most other discount bagel brands, I'd say they have definitely earned the #1 spot on my list.
Wow.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to let me know what...
Wow, 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 wow. Wow, that was good. The history and some items I didn't know. I didn't know No Name had so many foods. Fresh foods, even. I didn't know that at all. This is by Professor Goose, and I liked it. That was very good. And we have here, I couldn't help myself, a No Name commercial. I just want to see, like, what they're doing with the branding and all that. How clever they are, because it feels like a very important part of their whole thing. Commercial 30 seconds. I love it already.
Relatable adult. Are these the No Name Simple Check Blueberry Bagels?
They got the bagels, by the way. Blueberry, relatable adult, adorable child 2, adorable child 1, fridge, toaster. This is good. I love No Name.
Made with blueberries?
Yes, they are, adorable child #1.
Huh. Oh, a bit creepy.
Yum. I quite enjoy No Name Simple Check products made without 10 ingredients like artificial flavors.
Americans would love this. I can't say it enough. It's like a travesty. Oh, even the glass says glass. Wow. Nice. Nice. Right on point. Right on brand. And I pulled up, oh, they want my feedback. No. I have to look first. This was like, oh, it's a Loblaws. Now I know what Loblaw is. Just a selection of the No Name items, just to take a look at what they got. Chocolatey chip, ice cream sandwiches, nice. Wings, oh, they just have everything, don't they? The naturally imperfect limes, butter, yeah, oh my gosh. Hot dogs, huh? Anything crazy? A lot of wings. And a lot of ice cream sandwiches, fudge bars. Oh man, vinegar, vanilla bars. I bet some people have like their favorites of these, like the ice pops. They're low stock. People love the No Name ice pops. I can tell. Oh, canned goods. Crunchy peanut butter. Oh my gosh, this just goes on and on. Cat food? Tomatoes. Oh my gosh, they have everything. They got everything. Cheddar jalapeno, stuffed, tomato juice, pickles. Man, they have a lot of food. And even more results. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had no idea the No Name went so deep, so far. Wow. Wow. That's such a fun brand. I can't say it enough. I'd be fascinated to see what some of this stuff tastes like what the quality's like. Just because I feel like I get the selling point. Funny packaging, cheap. And it must be like decent tasting, or else that's just like so important it wouldn't work. But I feel like I have a very, very good grasp on No Name. It's like one of my all-time favorite marketing brands, tactics, if you want to call it that. Like, I just have such an appreciation for funny, different, like, stuff in regards to marketing. Like, and this just hits the nail on the head. And it's Canadian. I never knew about it. So I really enjoyed learning about it. Very good. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada and Canadian culture and stuff in Canada that I've just never seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.